And good evening. They're coming home soon. The U.S. citizens potentially exposed to Hantavirus amid that deadly outbreak will be on their way back to America as soon as next week. Under newly released plans, a special biocontainment unit in Nebraska is preparing to host at least 17 people for mandatory isolation. But right now, they're still on board the ship sailing for the Canary Islands, a Spanish archipelago off the coast of Africa. Once there, they'll be met by a special plane and a team from the Centers for Disease Control. But there are a lot of concerns tonight about public exposure in this process. CBS foreign correspondent Remy Inocencio has made his way to the Canary Islands ahead of this arrival. It is high stakes. Remy, good evening. What's the plan?
Tony, good evening there. That's right. The U.S. Evacuation flight is already in the air, headed here to bring those Americans home. Now, Nebraska health officials have just said that none of them have any symptoms as far as they know. But with the MV Hondius expected on Sunday here, for some, that ship's relief is this island's nightmare.
Tonight, on this Spanish-controlled island chain of the Canary Islands, some fear that history is repeating.
I think this is a second pandemic.
And that no one here can stop what's coming. The Hantavirus hit MV Hondius sailing straight toward their home.
As the Hondius sails nearer and nearer, protests like this are popping up across the island. Residents here say they do not want any of those passengers on their land.
But Spain's government has final say over these islands, and preps here are well underway. The crisis began here, the remote island of St. Helena, where 30 passengers, says parent company Oceanwide Expeditions, ended the cruise early after the death of a passenger. The only known commercial flight out, once a week to Johannesburg, South Africa, connecting to nearly 100 destinations around the world. Now, at least 12 countries are racing to track down anyone who may have been in close contact with them. For the passengers still stuck on the Hondius, approaching land means one step closer to home. Like for YouTuber Qasim Ibn Hattuta, he sent CBS News a message overnight saying that everyone is in high spirits and smiling, but also wearing masks and social distancing. Most people on board are reacting very calmly, he said, and no one currently has any hantavirus-related symptoms. He hopes it stays that way. The 17 American passengers will be first to be evacuated from the ship, flown here to Nebraska's National Quarantine Unit for observation. The total incubation time for hantavirus is up to 8 weeks.
And we have to remember that hantavirus is very different from COVID and much harder to transmit. I asked one WHO official if this could ever become a pandemic-level threat, and she simply told me it is not. Tony.
That's good news, Remy. Thank you very much.